Hello everyone, welcome to the daily analysis for April 21st, 2009. The time is currently 6:11 GMT. Once again, looking at a pound yen daily chart. Um, Very quickly, obviously yesterday's daily candle was severely bearish once we broke the 145.78 level, and it got down to 141.48, and it closed only 7 pips higher at 140 or 141.48 and closed 7 pips higher at 141.55. Also, in addition, the CCI it's actually still in the extreme levels, but remember, this doesn't necessarily mean a reversal. It could just mean a very strong trend. And in this case, I think it might be meaning a very strong trend. The reason I say that is, yes, we are still being supported by this, the lower trend line of the bullish channel on the daily and weekly chart kind of thing. Um, but one thing that I noticed about each of the bounces on this daily chart is that each time we did continue the trend, the daily candle, I mean, you had a lot of hammer candles here when it started, this minor one right here, and when we actually touched the trend line, we had a major bounce at 131 and a major bounce at 135. Whereas yesterday's daily candle, it was pretty much nothing but bears. And so it is tempting to get onto a long position and hold it, um, but there's a high possibility that we could be breaking 141 tonight and moving much lower, just because of how bearish this candle is. I did recommend entering buy positions between 141.50 and 142 last night, and obviously both of those were a success. If you had entered that trade, you could have gotten anywhere from 100 to 150 pips, maybe a little bit more if you got almost the entire thing. Um, so this is just kind of what's going on a daily chart. Yes, we are bullish right now, but yesterday's daily candle is a bearish candle that had nearly 500 pips. So even a minor 250 pip reversal or retracement today could easily turn into another 500 pip move down later in the day, because we are only 6 hours old. Um, so that's what's going on the daily chart. Zooming into the 4 hour chart, you can already see that we might have already reached the top for the day, which could be at 143.40-ish, 143.41. So if we close to where we are right now, in an hour and 45 minutes, we could see another rush down on the 4 hour chart, just because major bearish trend, a little retracement, and then, let's continue this aggressive trend. But again, we still have to wait a little bit to see. CCI on the 4 hour chart, also you can see that we're approaching the trend line right now for the bulls. A break of this trend line could lead to a retest of the 145, 145.70. Although if we do bounce off this line, more than likely we're going to have another retest of the 142 support, as well as a very possible break. So yesterday's trading was really good. What I'm looking for tonight is a bounce off of this trend line to continue the bearish trend, a break below 141, the 141.45 area, maybe even as low as 141, but 140, the break of this yesterday's low should be just fine, because it will be a new daily low on a very bearish candle. So I'm going to look for a break of 141.45, 40 area, and if we do end up moving up, I'm going to be looking for a bounce. It's going to be a little bit vague, and it might be a little late entry, but a bounce somewhere between 145 and 145.70. And if we do get up there, I'll look for a retest of the lower trend line. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Let's see if there's anything on the 1 hour chart worth noting. Obviously, the last several hours have been rather bullish, with the exception of the last 15 minutes. CCI wise, this is that bullish trend, so we do have a little bit of room to work, which This trend line more than likely correlates with the daily trend line right here, where we bounced yesterday just before the new daily candle started. Um, so not much going on the hourly chart. We do have a potential really short-term trend line right here, which would be the start of the Europe session, which could possibly be a break at 142.70. It looks like to go short. Uh, so that's what I'm looking at. The trend is still bearish. I mean, on the daily chart, yes, we are still within the bullish channel, but this could be easily broken tonight. So keep an eye out for the break of this channel because we could start to see some prices near 135 as well as 131. So keep an eye out for that and make sure you pay attention to support and resistance that forms throughout the day. As always, candlesticks, and get a feel for what the charts are showing you. Um, a lot of people might don't get disconcerted that the daily channel is bullish. Yesterday's candle was severely bearish, and we're sitting on that lower support. So if we do break it, please do not hold on to any buy trades that you have. If you have the ability to hedge, make sure you're a hedge trader. You might want to consider hedging those trades. Otherwise, just get rid of them completely. Everyone has their own trading style. So again, just quickly wrap up. Looking for the bearish trend to continue. Confirmed with a break of 141.40, 141.45. Otherwise, going to look for a bounce off of the 145 area. No longs, except for the short-term buy, which happened right at the daily open. No buys are in play for me. I'm only looking for sells. Hope you guys have a great trading day, and I'll see you tomorrow.